Now we want to bring you the conclusion to a story we've been following since it started. You may remember in March, a federal judge in Medford sided with a church in Brookings on the southern Oregon coast over its long-running dispute with the city. It started all the way back in 2020 when the city tried to limit the number of days St. Timothy's Episcopal Church could feed the homeless. Neighbors complained about them gathering in their residential neighborhood near the church, and the city changed its zoning laws so the church could only feed people 2 days a week. So after that, the church sued, arguing that feeding people in need is how they exercise their religion. The United States Justice Department even got involved, issuing a statement of interest on behalf of the church, asking the judge to rule in St. Timothy's favor, which is exactly what the judge did. In May, the church filed a motion for attorney fees from the city, and the two sides have been in negotiations since. Until last week, when the Brookings City Council voted to pay more than $400,000 in legal fees for the church. At the recommendation of City Attorney Lori Cooper, all 4 city council members and the mayor voted to pay $375,000 to Stoll Rives, a Portland-based law office, and $43,000 to the Oregon Justice Resource Center. At the meeting approving the settlement, council members Martin and Malmberg voiced their opinions.
I think the winners in this lawsuit obviously are the law firm that's going to collect these attorney fees. The losers are the people in this neighborhood that have had to deal with this, even though I disagree with the judge's decision. But I think this settlement lessens somewhat the impact on the city taxpayers that unfortunately have to suffer for the reasons that were just stated.
It's all kind of stemmed from not being a good neighbor, in my opinion, and not working with your community to find a path forward and address the needs while minimizing the impacts. My hope is that moving forward, there's more effort to work with the community, recognize that what we do has an impact on those around us, and strive to be a good neighbor.
As part of the settlement, the city has also agreed to repeal its ordinance restricting when the church can feed people and solve any remaining abatement issues with that church. The church agreed to withdraw an appeal to the Land Use Board of Appeals. We reached out to the city of Brookings for comment, but have yet to receive anything back. We also reached out to Father Bernie Lindley of St. Timothy's Episcopal Church. He says the church is ready to put this all in the rearview mirror.
We're glad that it's finally over. So we did reach a settlement, and it was not all of our legal expenses, but it was enough that we were happy to get this behind us. And you know, we're glad that we don't have this distraction any longer as we try to serve all the people in our community, especially the ones who are on the margins, the ones who are disenfranchised. Well, we wish this whole thing would have never happened. Our intention at the beginning of this, before the ordinance was put in place by the city, was to have a conversation, to sit down around a table and figure out how we could all get along and make compromises as appropriate. And you know, instead of having a conversation, we had to go through this whole legal process. But now that it's over, we hope that we will be able to sit down at a table and figure out how we can be of better service to our community at large.
Father Lindley mentioned the money the city is paying doesn't cover their full legal expenses, so we asked him how they intend to cover the remaining fees, and he told us the law firm they worked with has agreed to write off the remaining expenses as pro bono, meaning the church won't have to pay.